I've got these security screws of a special length to secure your taillight cages on a Jeep Wrangler. Now the screws themselves are of the Phillips security head type with the pin in the middle, so this corresponding bit has a little hole in the end. I've seen some reviews where people had trouble getting the bit to fit, so I'm going to do a little demo here of how to get those in correctly. Now what we'll do is take the smaller screw, it's a little bit harder to do, set the vise up so the head just rests on the top of the jaws. I'm not tightening it down at all, I just want to give it a little backstop. What I'm going to do is line the bit up on the screw. I can feel it go in, but these need a little bit extra, so take just a little hammer, just lightly tap it into place like that. That will set the bit in the screw head and it's nice and tight. Then as you apply the torque, putting in the screw, that bit's not going to strip out the screw or anything. When you've got it in as far as you need to go, just wiggle it and it'll come right out. The other screws in the set are a little bit thicker, and they're actually a little bit easier because there's a little more room in the head. Same procedure. As you do them, just one at a time, tap it in place, put the screw in, and then remove the bit. Now, if you don't have a vise, no problems. We'll do this one again. You can do it without the vise or hammer, just need a hard surface. Again, we'll get it started, and then we'll just wrap it on any hard surface will do. Few hits, and that sets that bit. That should be all you need. Then just carefully put them in. The next thing I'll show is which holes to enlarge slightly on the tail light assemblies to make sure the screws go in as easy as they should. Now, in order to install the screws into the light assemblies, first obviously you have to remove the tail lights. This one is on the driver's side. There's 4 screws holding it on. I'm not going to show the process since it is so basic. Take those 4 screws out. The tail light will snap off of the Jeep body. Behind that, where the screws thread into, are 4 little metal clips. Now the screws that Jeep uses have a very shallow sheet metal thread, and the replacement screws to hold your cage and your new taillights on, those have a very deep thread, so they don't fit exactly right on these 2 screws. What you have to do is use a 5/32 drill bit and just enlarge the little holes in the metal clips. Now, don't worry about ruining the clips. They are replaceable. They just slide on and off a little peg in the body. So very easy to enlarge those holes. That'll make the replacement screws go in much easier. The other side is passenger side. It would be these 2 holes you need to enlarge. The other ones will fit fine. For some reason, these are just kind of an oddball size screw. They use different size screws on the different corners there. So keep that in mind. Enlarge those 2 holes on each side and those screws will go in much easier.